Alright guys, Philippa Channer here with Channer Consulting. I am so excited to be right here in Olney with Brenda Norris, a wonderful yoga instructor. She is the founder, right?
Yes.
UpliftYoga, wonderful studio, so calming, so relaxing. And I was inspired to connect with you, Brenda, because I am doing a series on mental health awareness this month. Really focusing on entrepreneurs, business owners, how they can recognize burnout, how they can just do different things during the day to help them cope and help ease some of the stress in their life. And I figured you may have some good advice on what we can do to kind of manage that.
Absolutely. Well, you all probably know, and I'm sure you know, it's well documented and well known that yoga helps relieve stress. That's why so many people come to us, help relieve my stress. But there's just more and more studies and documentation that shows that yoga not only just helps relieve stress, but can help relieve anxiety, depression, insomnia, even some post-traumatic stress. So just so much out there.
Perfect. So I know it could definitely help relieve some of the tension, because as entrepreneurs and business owners, we have a lot on our shoulders. We carry a lot of responsibility, a lot of, yes.
Getting stressed out just talking about it. Just hearing you say that.
So I can imagine there may be some other, some benefits to incorporating yoga, meditation into just our daily practices.
So yes, absolutely. All exercise, as most people know, helps build up those endorphins and helps you feel good. But there's something very specific about a yoga practice and about the exercises or physical practice of yoga that really helps reduce those stress hormones. It increases the production of those feel-good chemicals in the body. Also brings oxygenated blood to the body. So many of the poses are really built to do that. We'll go over one of them a little later. Meditation and deep breathing also reduce activity in the limbic system, which is the part of your brain that is associated with emotions. So just one of the many reasons meditation and a nice good deep breathing exercise can be very helpful.
I love it, because I know the few times, and I've tried yoga a couple times, I always end up getting vertigo issues and feeling a little woozy sometimes. But the parts that I can make it through, I know breathing is a huge part of it.
Yes.
It's not just the poses, but it's the breathing too.
Yes, and you'll be able to do everything that we do today. You won't have any vertigo from anything we can do. Some really simple exercises that can really have a lot of benefit, a big impact.
Awesome.
Cool. Do you want me to launch into those?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I love that you said earlier, business owners, entrepreneurs shoulder a lot. And I was like, yes, we shoulder a lot. And so many of us walk around like this or like this, right?
Yes.
So we're going to start with a shoulder exercise that also incorporates some deep breathing. Okay. So I want you to just find a nice, comfortable seat. Philippa and I are sitting up on some bolsters, which is really nice because it kind of just lengthens your spine and allows that pelvis to tilt forward. So if you're comfortable seated on the floor with your legs crossed, that's great. If you'd like to sit up on a pillow or a bolster or maybe even a folded blanket, that works too. If it's not comfortable for you to sit cross-legged, don't feel like you need to. You can extend your legs out. You can sit however you like.
And now if people are at work, can they just sit in their office?
Do all of this in a chair.
Okay.
Yes, you can do all of this standing. You can do all of this in a chair. So really, there's no excuse to not do it.
Yes.
All right, so just allow your eyes to close just for a moment. And just sense how your breath is right now. Are you breathing shallowly? Are you using the full expansion of your lungs? Can you deepen your breath at all? And on your next inhale, I want you to draw your shoulders forward and up. And exhale, draw your shoulders back and down. Again, inhale, shoulders draw forward and up. Exhale, back and down. One more time, deep breath in, shoulders draw forward and up. Exhale, back and down, and pause there. Keep those shoulder blades drawn back and down. Feel that broadness that you've created in the heart space. And when you're ready, open up your eyes. Just sense for a moment how your posture feels here. So many of us do this. We're on the phone, we're on the computer. That's just the life that we all lead now. So just to take a moment and allow that heart space to open can be really life-altering. You can do it several times throughout the day.
I can definitely feel the difference in my chest and just my shoulders too.
Good. And just to pause and just to pause and watch your breath and be like, oh, I'm hardly breathing, right? We all do that throughout the entire day, but just to take a moment, send attention and awareness to the breath for sure.
Perfect. You have another one for us?
Yes, I do. So the second is just a seated twist. And I talk about twists all the time. If you come to my yoga classes or any yoga class, you're going to hear a yoga teacher say, ring out what no longer serves you, or something like that. And a twist, a physical twist in the body, and there's so many varying levels of it. You can really twist the body, and we'll get into that with years of practice. But just any kind of gentle twist physically helps you release toxins within the body, kind of helps you let go. So if you set that intention emotionally as well to let go of something that's just no longer serving you, then that twist can help serve you emotionally as well as physically.
I like it.
So if you take that same seated posture again. So on your inhale, draw your arms up. On your exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So draw that right hand to the left knee. Draw that left hand behind the hip or behind you. Inhale, feel the spine lengthen a little longer. Grow the crown of the head towards your ceiling or sky. And on your exhale, twist a little bit deeper. So really twist in the low belly, like below the belly button. Twist into the ribs and then the heart center. So I like to envision here just like a wet dish rag, and you're just wringing out all the junk. Let's go ahead and unwind on your next inhale. Draw the arms up, frame the ears again, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, we take it to the other side. Again, inhale, lifting and lengthening the spine. And on your exhale, twist a little deeper. Belly, ribs, heart center. Maybe that twist even comes into the cervical spine as you gaze back over that right shoulder blade. And coming back to center. That was just one twist. You can keep doing them. You can do them all day long, or just take one good, meaningful pause of a twist.
I love it. I can definitely feel, especially if you've had a stressful day and you've got a lot of tension going on, that can help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. One more?
Yeah.
All right. So lastly, inversions. If you know about yoga or you follow any yoga pages, if you follow our yoga page, you'll see people in headstands, handstands, all sorts of crazy inversions. And yes, you will get there with a consistent yoga practice. People think they can't, but they can. But where we all start is just a very simple inversion called legs up the wall. It's something anybody can do. And it's exactly as it sounds. You put your legs up the wall. And before we go there, I just tell you that legs up the wall, or any inversion, I believe really helps us change our perspective. Before I took over the business, I worked 9 to 5. It was more like a 7 to 6 kind of job, as many people do. And I would go into I practiced yoga then too. And when I was having a hard day or I had a challenging conversation with a staff member or anything like that, I would go into my office and I would headstand. Because I believed that it helped flip my perspective. I could see things a little bit differently. And it also helps just get some nice, fresh, oxygenated blood to the brain, which sometimes can just really help make us feel better and not be so caught up in whatever we're upset about or whatever we're angry about. There's a great quote in yoga. It's by BKS Iyengar. He's one of the fathers of modern yoga. And that BKS Iyengar quote is that yoga does not just change the way we see things, it changes the person who sees.
Yes.
Oh, so insightful.
Oh,
but
so good.
let's get our legs up the wall. So to do that,
I'll watch you. I may watch you for this one.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sorry, we don't have a lot of wall space, but that's a really good point. You don't need a lot of wall space. You actually don't really even need a wall, and I'll show you why. But I'll do it against a wall just to show you. But you kind of just bump right back up to the wall, lay on back, and put your legs up.
Perfect.
That's it. I like to take my arms out to the side. You should take your arms out into a T. Allow your palms to face up. And just be here. Be here as long as you like. I would recommend 6 good conscious breaths. That's a full minute. If you have longer, stay longer. The longer you stay, the more benefit to your digestive organs, the more benefit to your mental health.
Yes.
So the longer you can stay, the better. But if you just have a minute, take 6 deep, full breaths with those legs up the wall. If you don't have a wall, same posture. Take your arms out to the side. Just put your legs up as if they were against a wall. We do it in the studio all the time.
And now, and this may be a meditation question, or it could be a yoga question too. When it comes to breathing, does it matter breathing in and out of your nose? Should you breathe out of your mouth?
That's a great question. So there's so many different types of breathing techniques, and it's something we learn about in time. But I believe that just conscious breaths is what's important. So many of us do not use the full capacity of our lung space, especially on the exhale.
Yeah.
We might, people say take a deep breath. We're like, but do you really push all that air out of the body?
Yeah.
So I think just pausing to send consciousness and awareness to your breath is the most important part. If you want to learn all sorts of breath techniques, that can certainly be done as well. There are alternate nostril breathing, there's breathing just in and out of the nose, there's like a Kapalabhati breathing, which is just all fierce breathing out of the mouth.
That like dragon breath?
Yeah. Similar,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
It's intense.
So many different breathing techniques. But to start out, just bring conscious awareness to your breath. Notice how you're breathing. Several times throughout the day. The more time that you devote to it, or the more pauses that you can take throughout the day to just say to yourself, am I breathing? Am I breathing well? The better.
Awesome. I love this. Thank you so much.
I love this too. Always fun to share yoga secrets.
Oh, I'm so
and
happy.
all the benefits.
I'm so happy you agreed to this. It's, I really wanted to give people just some things that they can do to just help them throughout the day. And I think this is spot on.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Yay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So how can people get to, follow you, learn more about you, and hopefully if they're in the Olney area, come see you?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we're Uplift Yoga, and we're right in Olney. We're located in the Olandwood Professional Park, right off of Georgia, kind of across into the diagonal of the Chick-fil-A. That's what I tell people. Everybody knows the Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
That's the side of Georgia we're on, and we're at Uplift Yoga Olney on Instagram or Uplift Yoga on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I have a few groups of women and entrepreneurs that I network with, so maybe we can come here one weekend and
I would love
get
that.
some yoga going on.
You can come to a group class. We also do private parties. We do private women's groups, private parties for anybody.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Try some of these exercises out next day when you're at work. Even the one, like if you have a corner, even if you're in a cubicle, just shove yourself in a corner, put your legs up. Don't worry about what people think. worry about yourself and your mental health.
Yes.
All right, guys, have a good week.